there bosses, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to upload your book onto Amazon's Kindle direct publishing platform. All right, so you're going to need a few things. Make sure you have all these things lined up before you start uploading. Number one is the book content. So over here I have a manuscript that I wrote within Google Docs. If you watch the video I did on how to format your book in Google Docs, you'll see I use exactly those same instructions to format this book. And so you'll see that. And so in this case, I use a 6:9 book sizing. This is not really relevant for ebooks, but for the physical book, it will become necessary. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. You are also going to need your book cover. In this case, because I'm going to focus on the ebook, I just have the ebook cover. If this was a paperback cover, it would be slightly different because we would have the front page, we would have a spine, and we would also have the back matter. All right, then you're also going to need the description for your book. You need to have a really good book description, and you're going to need an ISBN number. Now, an ISBN number you don't absolutely need unless it's necessary, because Kindle does give you an identification number, but I do recommend that you get ISBN numbers for your books for various reasons that I don't want to make this video too long for. Okay. All right, so let's get started with uploading our book to the platform. To upload the Kindle ebook, we're just going to click on here. We're going to sign in. If you already don't have an account, go to kdp.amazon.com to create an account. Once you do, you will come to this interface, and you want to go into bookshelf. And when you go into bookshelf, that's where you'll find the plus or add Kindle, like I just showed you. So you go ahead and do that. And then once you're done, you're going to add your book title. So you can type in contents that sizzles and sells. If you have a subtitle, you can add that. If this is part of a series of books, you can add that too. It's also optional for you to add the edition number. If you plan on, publishing updated versions of the book, this is where that becomes necessary, because the beautiful thing about self-publishing your books on KDP is that you can upload the book, updated versions of the book in the back end. We're going to put our name. If you have any contributors, you would add them. And this is where you would want to add your description. So I'm just going to put in a description. So there are different formatting tools in here that you can use to embolden or to have italicize or to underline stuff. It's not a whole lot, but it can be done. All right. So once that's done, you want to tell Amazon that yes, you own the copyright to this work, unless of course the work you're uploading really is a public domain work. A public domain work is essentially a piece of work that was published before under copyright, but because of the length of time it has been since that book was published, it's essentially lost its copyright to the original owner. So perhaps the author has already died and so on, and nobody has really claimed that copyright for that book. Then you can, there are ways for you to do that. I stay away from that. So I just own the copyright to my own book. Keywords. All right. There's a whole, process to finding keywords, but, for instance, for this book, I want to be able to be found for content marketing, for personal branding, maybe earning money at home. And so you would do your research and then add in these keywords. Then you would set the categories. And so you can come in here and set the categories. Since this is nonfiction, we're going to choose nonfiction. And then we're going to scroll through and take a look at the categories that best fit our book. And so let's scroll through. For my purposes, this book is more of a business book. And so we can click on business and economics, and you just choose a category that best suits you. You can choose up to 2 categories. And so home-based business, let's choose that. So once you do that, you click save. And then if this is a children's book, you would choose the age range, but this is not. And then it will ask you towards the end of this first page Kindle KDP is going to ask you if you're ready to release your book now, or if you want to make your Kindle ebook available for pre-order. I think this is excellent if you already have everything written and aligned and you want to start promoting the book ahead of its release. I usually release my books on a particular day, so there's no right or wrong way. Once you're done with this page, you can save and continue. On the next page, this is where we're actually going to upload the ebook content. Okay. And so, over here where it says to enable the DRM on your Kindle ebook, DRM stands for the digital rights management. All right. And I would say yes. Okay. Because you own the book. And what you don't want somebody to do is to take your book and then upload it to their own platform as their own. So what digital rights management, unless that's, really your intent, what digital rights management allows you to do is it's an extra layer of protection that is intended to inhibit unauthorized distribution of the Kindle file of your book. Okay. If you don't enable it, then basically that's what Amazon is saying, that there could be unauthorized distribution of your Kindle book. So if you don't want that to happen, go ahead and click yes. All right. And then go ahead and upload your book manuscript. Now, as you can see, Kindle supports the Word document, EPUB, and KBF format of your book. So going back to our Google document right here, I'm going to go ahead and download this as a docx file. All right. You could also, I like to download it as a docx file, just because in the past, when I have downloaded it as an EPUB file, it just didn't look right by the time I was done. So I avoid that. Okay. So once that's done, we're going to upload the ebook manuscript. Now, whilst this is processing, I would say go ahead and also upload your cover, the cover for your ebook. Now, it allows you to upload a cover that is in JPEG or TIFF. These are forms or file forms. And so again, I'm going to go to my cover. I'm going to download this as a JPEG. And then we're going to come back here and upload our cover. Once it is done uploading, again, it's going to say it's processing your file. By this point, the manuscript has uploaded successfully. Now, I love to go and look in the online previewer to make sure that the book is formatted well for the Kindle platform, because sometimes it just renders things weirdly, and then I have to go and figure it out. But anyway, it says we're converting your file, take a few minutes. So while this is going, one of the things you can do is, if you do have an ISBN number. Now, an ISBN stands for International Standard Book Number, and this is a unique number that is assigned to various books. And no matter where you go in the world, it's going to be the same ISBN number, and you can use that same ISBN number on different platforms. Amazon Kindle is not the only place where you can publish ebooks, or you can even self-publish your books. So if you have an ISBN number, it goes with you everywhere on other platforms. Whereas if you just take the free Amazon number, okay, you will not, it doesn't go anywhere with you. It's only for Amazon. So now it says the cover is uploaded successfully. So now we can go ahead and launch our previewer. Okay, so now we've launched our previewer, and it's looking really good on this faux tablet right here. So this is the book cover. It's looking good, and I'd like to do a flip through just to see what it looks like. The first page is looking great. My copyright page and acknowledgements page, the chapters are looking great. And it's looking good, everyone. So I like how the layout is. You can flip through all of the pages, but so far I like what I see. And once you flip through to make sure you're happy with it, you can go ahead and actually close out of this page. To To do that, you're going to go to book details page to continue your publishing process. Okay, so we successfully uploaded that and we're going to save and continue. All right, so now this is where you're going to go ahead and select your pricing of your book. You can enroll your book in what's known as KDP Select. KDP Select allows for your book to be distributed through the Kindle Unlimited platform. They have a subscription service called Kindle Unlimited, and people get to read your book, and you don't necessarily get paid per book, but you get paid for how many pages a person reads. So you can enroll that here. And then I would just choose the worldwide rights for this book. And for this section, I would choose all territories, because if you haven't published anywhere, and I mean, it's your book, you're self-publishing, choose all territories. The main marketplace, if you live in the United States or in any other country other than these countries that are listed here, which includes India, UK, Germany, France, all these other countries, then I would choose Amazon.com as your primary marketplace. It's still going to show up on all these marketplaces, and it's nice to earn income in the different currencies, but I would choose Amazon.com as your primary marketplace if you live in the United States. And then a royalty plan. I really do not know for the life of me why you would select a 35% royalty, but that could be for some reason. But anyway, I like to go ahead and select 70. And when you do, your book pricing needs to be for the US between $2.99 and $9.99 USD. Okay, so let's say we decide to price this book at $3.99. It will tell us that when somebody purchases our book for $3.99, the ebook for $3.99, you're going to get $2.77 as your royalty. Okay. And then it will automatically translate that into all the other currencies. You can definitely go in and change this to make it more, appealing. I find that it's just a lot of work to do that. So for instance, the Great British Pound, I would go and make that $2.99 or something like that, just to make it look pretty. And like this $3.36, that's just weird pricing. So I'd fix those a little bit. I tend to do that. Once you set up your pricing, you are basically done. Okay. And you can go ahead and then publish your Kindle ebook. Kindle usually says it takes about 72 hours for your title to be available for purchase on Amazon. But the reality is, most of the time it takes less than that. So if you are ready to publish, you could hit publish, or you could simply save this as a draft. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to give it a thumbs up below and let me know if you have any questions about publishing your book to Amazon Kindle.